All right. Angelo Esposito here, CEO of Wisk.ai, food and beverage intelligence for restaurants and bars. What do you look for when hiring a sales developer? Good question. When it comes to, and I mean, there's probably similarities across companies, but one thing that I look for is how coachable someone is. So of course there's those key kind of sales skills you want of like, are they persistent? Do they have discipline? Right? Like a bunch of other qualities that you typically would want. But a big one that I look for is how coachable they are. The reason I say that is if someone's okay, but they're coachable, we have the training, we can make them great, right? Or help them get there. But if someone's not willing to learn, hard-headed, stubborn, even if they're like above average, it's hard, at least for me. So the type of culture I like to build is people who are open-minded, like to grow, like to learn. So apart from the typical sales skills, that's what I look for is willingness to learn slash openness to feedback. Account executive. So when we hire account executive, similar. The main difference I would say when we hire account executives is that typically we'd like to have a little more experience. So the SDR side, sometimes we can get away with more junior roles because it's pretty coachable. I mean, it's still tough. SDR work is tough, but if they're open-minded and they have some of those skill sets already of, discipline, etc., it's coachable. Account executives, I like to look for people that have that track record of just being disciplined, both in work and out of work. So the trick I give people sometimes is good to see how did they organize their, pipeline and things at their last job, like how organized, efficient, were they there? But then you can also look for traces of that in their life. So, for example, if someone was playing competitive sports and had to wake up every morning at 5 a.m., and you could kind of pick up similar traits of discipline in other areas of someone's life. So I think that's a good one to look for AEs. But at the end of the day, AEs really are the closers. So like that's one thing that you have to look at is that discipline and that persistence, because you got to get the deals over the line. And then what do you look for when hiring customer success representatives? Okay, that's a good one. This one, coachable, is probably important. Not to repeat the same answer, but for success, I do look for someone who is empathetic. That's important. They have to feel the customer pain. I like to find people who have worked in the industry, or at least feel the pain of the industry. So for example, Wisk, we sell to restaurants and bars. We help them with inventory, with invoice management, all that kind of stuff. So if I hire someone on the customer success side and they worked in a restaurant or maybe managed a restaurant, I'm not saying they have to have done everything or owned a restaurant, but if they have a bit of that taste, I find it helps a lot because they naturally become more empathetic to our clients. So I think that's a good way of looking at it. So I would say when looking for customer success, of course, there's the regular stuff you want in any candidate of like, again, discipline, good work ethic, coachable, etc. But on the CS side specifically, I look a bit more for that empathy. And for me, at least from my experience, I like when they have a bit of that industry experience because I feel like they can relate a bit more with the customer.